Hi everyone, and welcome to joining us at Changemakers Voice. We are here live from KTV Studios in Chicago, Illinois. Uh, Thanks for joining us again. We're here every Monday at 7 p.m. You can also see us streaming online at cantv.org/hotline. Our hotline is always, you're always welcome to call us in with any questions or comments. Our number here is 312-738-1060. Normally, right here, you will see Karen Dabney, who is the visionary and founder of DreamStreet Theater Company. She's not here today. I am hosting today. My name is Richmond White. Again, DreamStreet Theater is a company that began an organization used to mentor students in their creative arts. And on top of that, envelope of Changemakers Voice, which is here to uplift and showcase agents of change. And if you don't remember what agents of changes are, those are people that are mentors, people that empower through products, ideas, and things of that nature. So with that being said, we'll jump into today's question. Today's question is, can a product change your life and how? With us today, we have a special guest today. Her name is Iris White Patterson.
Hello.
She's an entrepreneur and an agent of change. How are we doing today?
Great. I am so happy that you guys brought me on DreamStreet, Changemakers, that you saw something in me to invite me on tonight because this is a wonderful topic and I aspire to be a change maker, so it's just so fitting.
Right. So a little bit about yourself. We know you are Chicago born and raised.
Inglewood.
Yes indeed, yes indeed. So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, yes, born and raised in Inglewood. That's my story. I was 16 and pregnant.
Wow.
I felt hopeless. I had a lot of shame, and I knew that I needed to change my life and my situation. So that was the first time that I ever even approached change. Wow. And aspired to it. Later, to fast forward, I'm now an entrepreneur. I have my own product line. I'm in stores. And because of that, people are inspired to bring forth change in their life, just watching me. That's what I was told, and it's a humbling experience.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit what the process of becoming an entrepreneur. What made you say, I want to be an entrepreneur?
You know what? It's so funny you say that because I woke up and I did not say that to myself.
Okay. I don't think many of us do.
We all have a story. Entrepreneurs have stories, which is what drives people to support them in the first place. But my story was I lost my hair, and I became an entrepreneur out of vanity.
Wow.
And so because I had a bad glue-in removal, and it left me bald, I was devastated. I was already in therapy anyway.
Wow.
But gave me something else to talk about.
So
yeah.
We all know that a woman's hair is her crown and glory.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
I can imagine how devastated you feel.
I'm telling you, you don't feel attractive. You don't feel like, and in my situation, it was months before my wedding. And I didn't think that my husband, then fiance, would find me desirable. So everything was tied to my self-esteem, that drive. So I created my own product line. But it really started with just a concoction. Mm-hmm. And that concoction restored my hair.
Oh, okay.
And from that, I went on to tell my story on social media. And I had an instant following because women wanted what I had. They were all suffering from the same situation, which is the reason why, my products are doing well now. Because we all share that same story. So I brought about change, too, with that because when the women who supported me and bought stuff, their hair started to grow back, their self-esteem came back.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So it turned into a hair ministry more than anything.
Oh, awesome. So to sum it up, an episode of hair mistreatment caused you to experiment and come up with your own hairline.
Right, and with entrepreneurs, you would see that everybody really is trying to fix a problem. Okay. That's really where entrepreneurship comes from. You're trying to fix a problem and the money will follow Because once you find a solution to whatever problem that is you're trying to fix, people are going to buy it, they're going to support it, they're going to follow it. So that's really, if you want to become an entrepreneur, what's your story? What's your problem that you're trying to fix?
Okay, awesome. So, like you said, you are in some major store chains there. Tell me about that process. How did you go about getting that ball rolling?
Well, the store change that it kind of came like a couple of years later. With that being said, I had to go through a workshop. And a lot of your entrepreneurs need training, they need guidance, they need structure. And with that, you have a lot of organizations out here that can help you not only take a thought and turn it into and manifest it into something, but they'll help drive that idea, which is what my organization did. I told them what I wanted to achieve, and they helped me achieve it. So I was able to pitch in front of these stores, felt confident enough to do so. By this time, my product had helped so many women. I knew that it was something great, and I was able to stand before those stores and tell them so. But you learn about a lot of these opportunities through these entrepreneur workshops, which is what I attended.
Oh, okay, so sound like you had a mentor to help you and guide you through this process.
Absolutely. You cannot, there's no way that you can do this without some sort of mentor. I don't care if it's on television. I don't care if it's a DVD. I don't care if it's a friend. You need someone to say, you need to focus. If you get stuck, this is where you need to, redirect your energies. You need to go back to the drawing board. Your mentor becomes your best friend when it comes to building your business. And usually a mentor is someone that's already been where you were.
True. Okay.
So they can help you get over these humps and hurdles when you feel like all is lost. So it's absolutely necessary because entrepreneurs usually we're outnumbered a lot. We're outnumbered with people that work 9-to-5 jobs. So you need someone that understands why you're sad, and to understand that you're only sad for a few minutes, you're only discouraged for a few minutes, and you're about to get back in the game. No, I don't want to quit my job or whatever.
Okay, thanks a lot. We have a caller right now. Caller, how are you? Hello, is there a caller?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. My name is Mildred.
How are you doing,
And
Mildred?
Good. I was listening to the young lady, and it sounds like she's talking about becoming an entrepreneur.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, and that's what I want to do. I want to be an entrepreneur, and I know that I've been watching Changemakers Voice, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I've been watching that show, and I want to know exactly how I can become an entrepreneur because I work hard every day, and I see people who, like this young lady, she has a product, and I want to be able to do that as well. Can Changemakers Voice help me?
Yes, we can. You go to our website. Our website is changemakersvoice.com. Here's the information right here on the screen. If you are watching either on TV or online, changemakersvoice.com.
Ask her a question.
Email us at changemakersvoice@gmail.com, and also forward your information or questions to a Twitter account, Ignite Change and the number 2.
Okay, so how can I be helped through your programs? What exactly do you offer? And young lady, I'd like to hear from you too, because you're very inspirational to people like myself. What would you say to a person who doesn't know anything about entrepreneurship? I know that weekly I hear that Changemakers Voice has training programs.
We do.
And would you suggest that, young lady, as well?
Oh, yes. We definitely need training programs. Say if you have a product, you want to know how much the product costs to make. So that's called unit cost. You want to know because when you go to sell to these stores, they're going to ask you for wholesale pricing. So you need to know if you're making money off jump before you even walk foot in there, before you start the negotiation process. So you need someone that will help guide you through that. I want to ask you, what product or service, is it a product or a service that you're trying to launch?
I'm trying to launch a product, but I don't want to talk about it
Right?
That's
here.
fine.
Right, yeah. I just want to know if it was a product or a service. So, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information. So, when I said that unit cost and those kind of calculations would come up, this would be fitting for you, that kind of advice. So,
Okay,
you know,
so I'm looking for networking. Do you think that there's networking groups that would help as well?
yeah, any kind of, I love networking because no one person can do it by itself. You need themselves. You need a community. Collaboration is key because you can save money that way. If you say you and another person are in the same industry, you guys can advertise together. That's collaboration. So you definitely want to network. Change makers can make that happen for you. They can get you going. You need to know how to achieve a business license. What if you need insurance on the products that you need, that you're about to sell. Those are the kind of questions that will come up that you may not even think about. So being a
Oh,
part of an
yes.
organization like Changemakers can present that kind of guidance to you so you'll be ready to go.
Okay, well, that sounds really great. Can I leave my email and all of that so I can, find out more?
Sure. Go to our website and go down to our contact us section of the website. Enter your information there, and we'll have someone get back in touch with you.
Okay, thank you very much. I enjoyed your show.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Yeah. So Iris, like that person there, do you get a lot of people come and asking you questions about how to become an entrepreneur?
Absolutely. It's my passion. That's the second thing I enjoy doing. Whatever information I have, I share it all. I don't withhold. I get inboxes all the time and text messages from people saying, I'm inspired and I want to take a leap and I want to get my business going. And I'm like, I'm rooting for you. Be like, where are you right now? What kind of information do you need? How can I help you? And I would spend like an hour on the phone help brainstorming with this person. Because I want people to experience the same joy that I have. When you're solving a problem, it's complete joy. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get this going. What is it that you really want to do? And I've had people even retire. Someone inboxed me the other day, not too long ago, and said, Iris, I've been watching you for the last year. You're doing amazing things. I want to follow my dreams, and I want to retire from my job. I'm like, that's awesome, but I saw a retirement cake in the timeline that next week. I'm like, wait a minute, you actually retired for real?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
It was inspiring. I'm like, wow. Because all I'm doing is just trying to live my own dream. But you find that people watch you, and you ignite something in them. So DreamStreet Changemakers, that's awesome. I mean, it's very awesome what you guys are doing.
So it seems like you're a component of, you have a mentor, you are paying it forward by mentoring other people.
Oh, yeah. Why hold on to the information? Like, really, if I can help you, I will. Whatever I've learned, because I've had nights where I cried. I've had nights where I wanted to throw in the towel, give up. And I woke up the next morning and I'm ready to get back into the fight. So I understand both sides of it. I understand the excitement, but I also understand the hard times and the tough times. And you need someone to talk to inspire you to say, okay, you know what? You had your moment. You cried. Let's get back in the game. You got things to do.
Right, okay. Thanks a lot. A lot of insightful stuff here. Once again, you're watching Changemakers Voice here on CAN TV every Monday at 5 at 7 p.m. on Monday nights. Our hotline again, we enjoy your calls, 312-738-1060. And I'm here again with my guest today, Iris White Patterson, who is an entrepreneur and empowering others in her own right. So I guess my next question is for you. You're a black woman. Did that play any part of you or any hardships that you had to overcome as being a woman in the industry?
Surprisingly, no. And the reason why I say that is because the organization that I'm a part of is predominantly white. It's funded by predominantly white dollars. The mentors that they're bringing in are predominantly white bankers and businessmen that want to give back to the community. I just spoke at the Willis Tower to a predominantly white crowd of white men.
Wow.
And they all came up to me and said, I'm inspired by your story and, I'm ready to help. So, surprisingly, no, I think that the message is getting out that you need to pour back into the, not so fortunate community and build up these businesses.
Great. So, looks like we have another caller here. Hi, caller. How are you?
Good afternoon. How's everyone?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. And yourself?
I'm good. Good.
So, do you have a question for either myself or our guest here?
Oh, I didn't know there was a guest. I'm sorry. But I had a question about creating a business plan.
Okay.
How does one go about doing that?
You want to
take
take
that?
that? Sure.
So you're going to start off with an executive summary. I'm going to tell you some key things that you want to keep in mind when you're creating a business plan. You want to, your executive summary, which is the very first page of your business plan, you have to tell an outstanding story. I mean, just captivating. Because you want to sell them page one. They're not going to go through your entire business plan if they feel like it's not something that they're interested in funding, which is where you would send it to like banks and stuff like that. So you want to captivate them, page one. You're going to do a ton of research. And I was told by a millionaire that says your business plan is you never finish it because you're always adding to it. You always have fresh new research to add. So you're going to spend months. Don't get discouraged. Don't toss it away like I did and say, I don't want to do this. This is tiring. Keep at it. It's going to get you some money. But there are a lot of softwares out there. And DreamStreet, you have a workshop or you have help.
We do.
With business plans. You're going to need help. You really are. It's not something that you can just sit and do by yourself. You can have you can go online and have a software or something pre-populate your business plan. But you really want it to sound great. You want it to be tailored towards you. You want it to be very personal about really why you're achieving this business, who are your competitors, how amazing your competitors are with certain aspects of their business, and how awful they are with certain aspects of their business. So all of that is going to go into your business plans, things that you should already know anyway, because if you do have a business, you're gonna research your competitors anyway. You're gonna talk about if you're trying to open a location, the kind of foot traffic that goes through that neighborhood, and what kind of nearby stores is drawing these foot traffic. So you're going to do a lot of research when you're creating your business plan. So that's why I say don't get discouraged. Contact change makers,
Of course.
so they can help you write it out and work with you, because you're definitely going to need that kind of support.
Okay. Well, I'm just starting out, but I appreciate your help. That's good info to keep in mind.
Great.
You all can help me, huh?
Yes, again, go to Changemaker's Voice, our information here if you're watching. Again, website, changemakersvoice.com. Email us, changemakersvoice@gmail.com.
Okay.
And also, we are on Twitter. If you are on Twitter, our handle is Ignite Change and the number 2.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, young man, and the young lady, too. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
evening.
All right. So again, just to follow up with your business plan, I guess, how often did you say you tore up and started again?
The very last time when my computer crashed, I didn't even bother to start again.
Wow.
It
Okay.
was so hard. It was
Wow.
so hard. I wanted to open a wellness center. And the research that went into writing it, I'm like, dude, I'm not about to start over. My hard drive crashed. I had put months into this. I went to a workshop. And
Wow.
I actually showed up because I don't always show up. And I put the work in. I'm like, I'm good to go. That Dell, oh my goodness, that Dell laptop, I could have like burned it. I was so
Wow.
mad, and I didn't even start the business plan again. But it took a while.
So what are some of the main points you would say have to be in your business plan?
A wonderful story. It goes back to the story. See, if you're not trying to fix a problem, I don't know why you're in business. Because people are going to buy into the story. They're going to buy into your story. Your passion is what's contagious and makes people want to buy into your product. So if you don't have passion, you definitely can't translate that in writing. So you might as well not even get started. So your executive summary is where you're gonna pour all your passion. You know, my mama left me. No, I'm just playing. But it's like everything that whatever captivates that audience, that lender, that investor that you think is gonna captivate. That's what you want to put in there. And then, if you, like I said, if you're trying to buy a location, you want the address to that location in there. You want the square footage. You want how whatever services you're going to offer in there. You want the mortgage cost, the estimated, value of the property. All of that is going to go into your business plan. Then you're going to talk about like I said, the location, what's around it. It's a Walmart down the street, or it's a Target across the street. We have amazing foot traffic that come up. The demographics, that's big. You want to talk about the ratio, if it's 3% white people and 97% black, all of that's going into your business plan.
Well, it's a lot of information there, right? Hope it's not too intimidating for others to get up and start doing their own business.
But that's
plan.
why they have you guys.
This is
Because
true,
you're
right.
going to help them with that. When they want to throw in the towel, you're going to help them. You're going to help them think it through and help them formulate their business plan. Because you need the help.
You're so right. Again, any mentoring help, anything getting your business started, ideas, come to our website, changemakersvoice.com, and fill out the information, and someone will be contacting you at a later date. So Iris, again, lots of information this go around. I really hope you're enjoying yourself here on the show with us.
I love to talk, so this is awesome.
Yeah, great. So I guess final questions there. Anyone that wants to get in, say entrepreneur, what would you tell them?
What's your story? Figure out what your story is. I cannot stress that enough. Because if you don't have a story, you won't have a following. You won't have a voice. Changemaker's voice.
Changemaker's voice. Absolutely. Great tie-in.
Right, Then when you figure out what problem you're trying to solve, the first step you want to do is reach out to a workshop, which brings you back, because it's going to help you get started. How much is going to cost to fund this business? Startup cost. You have to have a few dollars before you get started. You don't expect to get rich overnight. Don't get discouraged when people don't buy your product right away. Don't get discouraged when people would just scroll past on Facebook and not click like when you drop a body butter in a picture.
Right.
People want to start seeing consistency, and they're going to go feed off your passion. So that's why a story is very important, because that's what's going to drive your passion. But yeah, don't get ask family members for support. If it costs $500 to get started, ask somebody. So those are just some of the key things.
Right. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining me. And thank you for joining us as well here at Changemakers Voice. Again, we are here every Monday at 7 p.m. And I hope to see you soon. Here is one last look at our information. website, changemakersvoice.com. We also have DreamStreetTheater.org, which is the kind of parent company, the umbrella of which everything falls under, and that email is at info@dreamstreettheater.org. Again, thank you so much for joining us. See you again next week. Goodbye.